Tell him. I'll take one. Yeah, I'll take one. And two clubs. I didn't know they had clubs like this.
he damn had to go around and make 3-4 blocks to make it.
Hit the next one-way street. Hit the next one-way street.
I got his shoes out there, right now. So he knew gonna break down.
What happened to them tires? I remember going out in the garage
I don't know, because they wasn't in the garage.
and seeing them big rims, but the tires were bald. They weren't supposed to be on there. They had nothing on them. Plus, when you get them tires on them, you gotta get them. Right. On them on.
Hello, Daddy.
Hello, baby. How's my love child?
Fine.
Tell me, of all your dreams, what most do you hope to be when you become a big girl?
Daddy, I would like to be Miss Black America.
mind. I created it. And everyone knew it. You read it. It's here. It's here. You hear what I'm telling you? Destroy an idea. Don't you understand? That's ancient knowledge. You cannot destroy an idea. Don't you understand? It's real. I created it, and it's real. It's
Mother Nature's only godchild. Society salutes you today, and we'd like to say, God bless Miss Black America. Jehovah, Miss Black America. She cried tears of success. We wish her long happiness. Sisters, we're all so very proud of the children.
You can't make no shop turn, right? You damn near had to go around and make 3-4 blocks to make a block.
Right. Point them on. You gotta get them. Right.
Brand new goddamn car. JR told one of them, and a girl had after it told.
Streets and gardens. Gardens that grow shit. Gardens where putty-faced bears sit emotionlessly admiring bastard flowers. My prerequisite to America are discouraged. To America, a disguised sin, where some brother from that closed southern shit comes to some open northern shit for a vacation, for an opportunity that knocks up sisters and knocks them in the head. This nigga swole. closed southern shit comes up.
It's the slow and the flow of myself. It's Jackson.
A prerequisite to America, a disguised sin, where some brother from that closed southern shit comes to some open northern shit for a vacation, for an opportunity, and sisters and nuts in the head, for an opportunity that takes him home with dope in the arm and clear all on the brain. New York, New York. You sing this new food, same shit. New car, same gas without platforming. New love, same neurosis. New installation, same hoes. New hairdo, same minds. Style, same influence.
A great big expression of happiness, boy, you couldn't miss. With a dozen roses, such would astound you. The joy of children laughing around you. These are the makings of you. It is true, the makings of you. The righteous way to go, little one would know or believe if I told them so. You're second to none. love of all mankind should reflect some sign of these words I've tried to recite. They are close to my heart, almost impossible to recite the makings of you. Stand around this town and let what others say come true. We're just good for nothing, they all figure. A boyish grown-up shiftless jigger. Now we can't hardly stand for that. Or is that really where we people who are darker than blue? This ain't no time for segregating. I'm talking about brown and yellow too. Hi, yellow girl, can you tell? You're just the surface of our dark deep well. If your mind could really see, you'd know your color the same as me.
Sweet. Well, thanks for staying around, everyone. We have Sharon Udoh and Alan Moore. Hi. So glad to have you here. Yeah. And your group is called Potliquor. Yeah. Yes. So I guess the first question I have is, how did your collaboration come to be?
I'll say yes. Okay, so I am I'm new to Chicago, and improvisation scares me, and machines scare me, and I was very intimidated by Alan and all of that, what he does, and I don't know. I was trying to. I've been playing the piano for a really long time, but when you do something for a long time, you have the same ways of playing and the same patterns, and I really want to begin to spread my wings and fly, and then also I moved here and everyone was improvising and I was like, that's scary, what the fuck is that? And then, so when I met Alan and saw him do a turntable thing, I was like, what is that? But I was curious, and then I think it was October last year after Afrofuturist Festival, I came up to you and I was just like, Alan, I'm so scared to ask you a question. Would you ever play music with me? And he was like, yeah, you dummy. He didn't say you dummy, but he was looking at me like, yeah. And that's how it started.
Yeah. Aww. And then how we came up with Potliquor, I mean, it was your idea.
Was it my idea?
It was your idea. But I just remember my grandfather always telling me, boy, you better drink the pot liquor, especially if you're not feeling good. So it was just that was a perfect synthesis. Yeah. So it worked out.
Yeah. Black people shit.
Black people shit, yeah. Yeah, seriously.
Yeah, see? Awesome. Oh, I'm glad that you became a duo. We're all very lucky for that. Going back, why do you feel that improvised music is scary? If you want to go into it.
Yes, I will, because I like talking about things I'm scared about. Well, because I don't know. I feel like when I came here and I was like, okay, improvisation. That makes sense. I come from a Pentecostal background. So the pastor, has preached about how the Lord is going to help you through your week, and then you're singing, whatever chorus for 45 minutes, and you're following, people are falling all over the floor. I was a holy roller. People are falling all over the floor, and you're trying to. You're following the pastor's motions, and he's like, ha, ha, and he's really getting into it. And I was like, okay, I know how to follow people. I know how to listen. But I moved here, and then everyone was playing all these chords I didn't understand. And I was just like, oh, y'all, you just went to jazz school. I don't know what that is. And I think that I was afraid, and still am. I think I'm going to be afraid for a while that I'm not doing it the way that other people do it, and so, and then I'm also I don't know. I don't know the song. I am scared of the unknown always, and so I always just want to know what's happening. And with improvisation, you don't, and so there's just always going to be that fear for me. But I'm learning to lean into it. And it's really helpful to have people who make sonic landscapes that I could just sit into. But I'm learning to be less and less scared. But it's just the unknown and my lack of jazz training that always keeps me a little scared.
Yeah. No, that's very understandable. And I definitely can feel that too. I think sometimes it can become not necessarily purposeful, but it can feel exclusive, and improvisation can be anything.
Yeah. I mean, I just I was a few months ago, I was at Tyler. Oh yeah, Tyler's here. I was at Tyler's house, and I was just I don't know, if you were Sharon, this is so violent. Okay. If you held a gun to my head and was like, Sharon, you need to play Autumn Leaves right now, I would fucking die. I don't know how to play. Don't. So I'm just I don't feel like I have the originating lexicon and pedagogy that people came from. So I just feel I don't know. But I don't want to die.
But you have also a very strong background in your experience in the church and everything you come from, which a lot of people don't have that.
That is true, so and I bring that here.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You can tell.
Thanks.
Yeah, it's great. And you moved from Ohio,
yes,
right?
The armpit of the country.
Yes. And you're from Chicago. Or are you from Chicago?
I am from a small black town called Robbins, Illinois.
Okay.
South Side. Notably, Nigel Nichols is from Robbins, Lieutenant Hero from Star Trek. So I have to throw that out there.
Great,
Yes, yeah.
You know who else is from Robbins? Alan Moore.
Yeah. And do you feel like they're so you're from here in Ohio? I think I would consider the Midwest. Yeah, it's definitely the Midwest. Do you feel like there's a regional commonality between like Ohio and Chicago, or does it feel like a whole different scene? Or
a whole new world, don't you dare close your eyes. It's a whole. It's like in a lot of ways, it still feels Midwestern. You know how the Midwest has like a, I don't know, it's ineffable, like a rhythm or like a vibe. It's still Midwestern, but Chicago, y'all are weird, and y'all driving is crazy. Woo! But it feels different. But I think I am different because when I was there, I was in the like rock and roll scene. I played in this rock band, and then I moved here. And I started Googling places to go, and then I went to Elastic first, and I was just like, what is this noise? I was telling Mabel last night that like the first time I heard her play, I was just like, why is that bitch playing noise? Like she was just like, and I was like, the fuck is this bullshit? Like, where's the rhythm, guys? Where's the melody? But and so I'm different. My ears have changed. So, the towns are different, but I am also way different. I'm talking too much, I'm sorry.
Okay. And when did you move to into Chicago proper?
I came to Chicago probably about like 2015 or 16. I was just fresh out of grad school. I went to Northern for visual arts, not for music or anything like that, but that's kind of really around the time I started like doing improv or experimentation. Yeah.
That's beautiful. Yeah, I saw. So you've done a bunch of installations for like visual art, and like one of them was on grief.
Yes.
The one that I think it was at, like in the fall. I think you've done
multiple ones. I had a show up at Glass Curtain Gallery at Columbia.
Yes, that's one thing.
I think that one, and then also a more recent one at Elastic Arts.
Okay.
In February. Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
Yeah.
And I guess I want to know more about how grief influences your work.
I've lived a lifetime. I'm 44. I guess the best way I can say it is that I've had great and amazing people in my life. Some of them are here today. I've been really lucky to have that, but with that comes a lot of loss. And so I, just recently lost my mother about 3 weeks ago. About 3.5 years ago, I lost my grandfather, and then there was a whole just slew of people that I've lost. So I kind of just realized that, like my work is about, reaching into the past and just like these memories. And it's about taking these like great lessons and these great like experiences and just like turning them into these, for the visual side, these very kind of like stoic, like placeholders, for these like memories. But what's amazing is that the contrast between going to school and learning how to, I guess, make visual work, however that's taught, I don't know. But the contrast between that and like pure improv, like for sound, really just makes sense. I feel like I got not bored with visual arts, but I feel like there's a freedom to not doing visual arts and doing sound that I don't have when I'm doing like visual stuff. And maybe it's just that I like the sound better. But I feel like I can say more with the chaos of noise and of like things than I can with some formal elements of like art or like visual art. And I don't see them as separate at all. But I know that like they're separate to others, but to me they're kind of the same. So I just find really taking, grief and loss and just the things that I was taught. Because like one of my first memories was like my mom
going crazy because I drew a picture of like Big Bird, and apparently like Big Bird was like really like well articulated, and so he was. I killed that drawing, and I was only like
That's right, girl.
I was only like 3, and my mom was just like, "What is this?" So, but then I was also into music, but so.
No, yeah, and I feel like your medium for sound, one of them being turntables and vinyl, is like the perfect dialogue with the past and the future and the present. So I think, and I feel like I can hear your art, your visual background, because it feels very like holistic the way you make music and art.
Thank you.
Like I can hear it all together, and like you can kind of visualize things as you were playing. For me, at least, I feel like I saw a lot.
I'll just say, like, for me, like with the music, again, my mother was a person who, like, she's like the foundation for like my art and for my music. We used to play music all the time on the turntable, just like all the time. And then she got really sick, and because she got sick, things kind of changed a lot. She had a very serious illness, and it actually was the thing that kind of took her out. But in that time that we shared listening to just music and having just joy and fun, like that's some of the best, memories of my life. So it made sense for me to make and work on a turntable, because my mother, when I was playing with the turntable, I got yelled at. So as an adult, I can do whatever I want, and I can make records and scratch them and do whatever I want. And so that really has been the synthesis for just a lot of what I do and think about and just how I live.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. That's really beautiful. And I feel like too, I've heard sometimes musicians talk about the fact that like through music, either playing music or listening to music is one of the places that they connect with people who are no longer like living in the world. Yeah. And it's like one of the dimensions that we can access that space.
Oh, indeed.
Yeah. And yeah.
It's like, I feel like it's like listening to music or a sound or just like feeling things, it can take you to a completely different place. Like I can remember a smell when I hear a song that I had no reason to remember or anything like that. And that, you can, I am neurodivergent. I do have my particular ways that I like interpret and feel things. But like music for me is cathartic, listening to it and being able to play music, to speak a language without speaking any language. Like, it is a medium, but it's like being able to kind of say things and just take away the stress of worrying if you've said too much, if you haven't said enough, if you didn't get the point, if you are ADHD and are thinking about 1,000 other different things when somebody asks you a question and you can't focus enough to answer. And those are all been things that I've been plagued with. So, yeah.
One of the things I loved about this project was the ability to communicate. I really feel recently that I am in this like lineage of Black female piano players. And Nina Simone is my mommy. And Mary Lou Williams is also my mommy. And I was alive at the same time Nina was, but I wasn't alive at the same time Mary Lou Williams was. And I've never met his mom. We lived in the same building for 3 days, but I've never met his mother. But I do love that in this project, I'm really specifically looking at communicating with Black women before and after, in this like weird sense of time travel, because I've never played a show with Curtis Mayfield, but I did today. Yeah. I did today.
No, that's great. I really do think it's speaking to a lot of people, and the lineage like you're talking about, like with Mary Lou, because you did a project also on Nina Simone.
I did.
Like a whole recording. Can you talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, I think one thing I'm really wanting to do lately is to talk very openly about my toxic traits. And I have so many toxic traits. And a big one is that I get mad when the wrong people get chosen for a movie role. And they did this Nina Simone shit a few years ago. Right. And they took this beautiful woman, Zoe Saldana, and they blackfaced her, and she was like throwing wine bottles. And I was just like, the fuck is this shit? They could have gone, like, they did it for money, and I was just like, they could have found some random bitch in New York on the street corner in Brooklyn to play who actually plays the piano, who actually sings. So then I was just like, that was the motivation. So the motivation was hate. I'm motivated by hate a lot, and so I was like, yeah, I can. Fuck that shit. I can do better. Yeah. So, but you know, it was mostly that concert was motivated by hate. But before then, you know, Nina and I have a lot of commonalities in our path and where we come from. And I've always felt a kinship with her. But I didn't know about Mary Lou until maybe 2 years ago. Really recent. And I think when I was coming up and like hearing, I remember the first time I heard Jim Baker play, and I was like, how do we play the same instrument? I don't understand anything he just did. And I was like trying to learn like these new colors and these new voicings, and I couldn't figure it out. And then I listened to Mary Lou Williams, and I got it, because we both come from this classical lineage. And I was like, oh, and she started to unlock things for me. Yeah. So she's also my mommy.
Yeah, that's great. She also comes from the church.
Yeah. And she ended up in church.
Jazz from the church.
Yeah.
I love that she claims that. Yeah.
And she ended up going back to the church and being, you know, very devoted to God. And on the subject of God, I'm just curious, how many of you believe in God? Can you raise your hand if you believe in God? Oh, man, I believe in God. It's so hard. It's
no one wants to be religious anymore.
It's just, but like I think at this point, you know, I'm 43, and I left the church at 40, and I started playing the church at 7. So like it's just part of me. And what I really also like about Mary Lou and Nina is that they never really lost their connection with God. And I also bring that here.
Yeah, no, that's cool. I think it's great to talk about God and like what people think, because I think it's really interesting. Like everyone has different perceptions of what God is.
I don't even know. I don't know.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people, like, from my perception of like listening to Nina and Mary Lou Williams' work, I think like God is something just bigger and something we don't understand, like a spiritual force. And I think a lot of different cultures around the world through time have like had that belief. Mm-hmm. And music and improvisation has that too. Yep. So I think it's just like everyone is connecting through it in their different way. Yeah, it's really beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know. If you can't woulda, shoulda, coulda go back in time, but like I don't know. Would I be a musician if I don't know. They're so connected for me. I don't know. But there is just a connection between. I don't know what it is yet, and you know I'm still young, so I will figure it out with time. But there is a connection between my blackness and my femaleness. What is my gender? I do not know, and my piety and my musicality. There's like a through line there, and so it's just nice to know that there are other people. You know, Alice Coltrane and what was that nun? That Ethiopian nun, Miriam Jebru, who've questioned those things. Yeah. And to bring it back to this bitch, this is why I love playing with him, because I feel like, you know, white people are annoying, but I love a lot of them. But it's also a chance to really do something like unadulteratedly black in my improvisation. with this project. I'm done talking. Take this away from me.
No.
And you were playing so many do you feel like you're in Lineage too with like the records that you were like sampling today?
I do. I think as a DJ, like, or as just like, though I don't consider myself like a real, like, I'm not a DJ for the people. I'm a selfish DJ. Ooh, so like
none of you hoes.
I play, what comes to me. I play like what I feel, and I play like whatever is relevant to the times and what's going on. But I do kind of feel that in blackness, like as a black person, like Curtis Mayfield is like, that is, that church. And even though I'm not a religious person, like that church and like the perception or the ideal of God is like something that is tied directly to blackness, especially in like America. So it does feel like, whether just like a distant uncle or, or whomever, that's how it feels. That's how it feels to play somebody like Curtis.
Appreciate that. That's beautiful. And I know too that you both have like a very like wide variety too of like arts that you're a part of, because you're a part of like visual art and sound, and you do like you're playing in like a rapper with clipping, and you do a lot of different styles of like genre wise. And how do you feel like they connect for you, like everything you do, or is it
every single time I step off a stage, almost every single time, someone's come to me and been like, hello, my name is Thomas. Did you grow up in church? It's like, it's so immediate with anything that I do. So they are all connected. In any time I play the piano, I am aware that I've been given a gift from God of music to share with the world. I am very good at what I do. However, it is a gift, and so I have to do it with humility. So it's always some sort of gratefulness to God and connection with the people, and I think in any context that comes through pretty clearly. Yeah.
That's cool.
What about you?
I think one lesson I learned, and I have to give this credit to learning visual art. It's like when you create something, you are sharing it with like everybody, and that you should invite people to really, put themselves into whatever it is that you're doing. Mm-hmm. But to do that and then still be unapologetically myself, black, and all these other things, it's just a great synthesis of, and I use that word a lot, of like having like my cathartic moment on the turntable and making noise, but then also hearing what people come up to me and tell me what they feel and what they in a sense. And then there's room for that. Like there's room for like everybody else's, as long as it's not like too like out there, like, but it's like, and that's right. I mean, if that's what you heard, that's fine. Like I didn't talk to them, but I like creating mediums that involve everybody. The whole reason why I even started making the records and like my like paintings and things with it, I wanted to not redefine blackness, but I wanted to use like dark matters, dark materials, graphite, black paint, and create something that was black, but also, you making a record by hand out of graphite and glue. Carbon is a part of what we're all made of. Like we're all carbon beings. So it's like using what we're made of, our DNA, to create something that's still black and like beautiful. So yeah, whatever sense that makes.
Made a lot of sense to me.
So you made some of the vinyl records that you're playing?
Yes. I made one in particular, and that's just a part of my practice. I just make them. I make them out of records, either records that I really love. At first, it started as me making my mom's records because I like stole a bunch of them and started making copies of them, and then like figuring out what kind of crazy like distorted loops I can get from them. So yeah, that's always in the record sleeves somewhere.
Yeah, and I made that keyboard. No,
I like what you're saying too about bringing people in, because both of you really do a great job bringing people in. I mean, Sharon, you're also like curate a series with duo pianists.
I do.
Check it out at Elastic. Yeah, it's great. And I think that that's a really beautiful thing about music is that of like the artistic mediums, maybe it's one of the easier ones to get multiple people in a room with together. Like when you're creating like visual art, it can be sometimes more of an individual practice. I don't know if you, but then like it's really cool to see how then you can like you bring it to the space to share with others, and it's kind of like this constant dialogue like with the community, because I feel like that is a very key part of art making. And I guess I was wondering like how do you view like the community's role with like the art you make?
Oh, good question.
I think so. For me, again, going back to grief, the reason why I make what I make is because I had an awesome community, or I still have an awesome community, even if the majority of them are like on the other side, wherever that may be. And so that community taught me how to then be a community member and to reach out as an educator, but even without maybe teaching at the moment, like being able to take that time to find like what I want to do and how best I can do it and share, like that with people. And I've met some of the most awesome people. I mean, I've met so many amazing people. I've come out of my shell so much in Chicago and playing with people like Hearsay, playing just with like so many awesome people, being in Freedom From Freedom To. So like that's, to me, that's the best community that I could have ever asked for outside of the community that, I grew up with as a kid. So it's just trying to like, it's completing that loop.
I appreciate that. Yeah.
On one hand, you have piano players who are all piano players are bitches, and here's why. Piano players are bitches because they feel like, like there's music, there's like tons of music that's just piano music. There's Chopin and Debussy, and we're like, we don't fucking need any of you hoes. We'll make this concerto all on our own. And then on the other hand, the point of life is to know and be known. And so I feel like I can play, I don't need no hoes. I can just play the piano. But it's so much better when you can do it with your friends. Yeah. And real talk, guys, a month ago, I was scammed out of $3,000 from searching for an apartment, and it is these people who helped me get back on my feet. It's the musicians in my life. It's my friends. It's and I think there's many different ways to be in community, but music's a really great way, especially for me because I do it so that people can know me. I am an awkward person and grew up under a rock and had a weird upbringing and don't understand a lot of American references because my parents aren't American, but I feel like music is something that's connected me to people a lot easier than I think I would have happened if I didn't play music. But they literally have saved my life. I live underneath Alan. Alan asked his landlord if I could live there, and that's the reason I'm not homeless. Yeah. Literally, like these people saved my life. You fucking contributed to my goddamn GoFundMe. Like these people saved my life, my insides and my outsides. You know that fucking what is it? Maslow's hierarchy of needs and shit. Shelter is at the bottom, and music bitches help me with that. I'm going off.
Right on.
Yeah, right on. I appreciate it. We all are so glad you're here and making the music that you make. So thank you for sharing with us.
Thanks.
Thank you. If anyone has a question, we'll do an audience question.
Yeah, great.
I got to see it.
You say you're a classical player?
Yes.
What are your favorite pieces to play?
What are your favorite? Okay, I'm gonna repeat it. What are your favorite classical pieces to play?
There is my favorite piece is a piece called "To a Wild Rose." Love You Ben by "To a Wild Rose" by Edward McDowell, and I love the way Debussy, his voicings and his colorings. My left hand is a Chopin left hand. My right hand is Debussy. A lot of people here have been saying similarities to Ravel, which is really cool because I didn't play a lot of Ravel as a kid. But I guess when I try to play jazz, that's what I sound like.
No, that's great. You got any more questions?
Thank you both for this amazing, obviously huge admirer of poetry. Sharon, you just mentioned something I'm thinking about a little bit. You mentioned that your parents are not American. And you guys are both so interested in questions of like memory and legacy and so on. So I'm so interested in the way that you see immigration might play into something.
Yeah. This theme of immigration and how that plays into the music you're making.
What's really interesting is that I listen to some Nigerian music, but my dad is I love my dad. It's Father's Day. Happy Father's Day to all the daddies, all the dad bitches. Happy Father's Day to all the dad bitches. But my dad is such a hater. My dad hates Nigeria. My dad hates America. My dad hates everything. It's so funny. I love him so much. And so like I don't really have like Nigerian like influences in my playing, but I will say that Alan has talked about how he's had a lot of loss, and I besides my grandmother who passed when I was a kid, I haven't had a lot of loss in my family, but I've had a lot of emotional loss. It's probably no coincidence that I became familiar with Nina Simone's music right after my dad got deported. And I feel like I just feel like it's really helped me process a lot of loss in my life. And immigration shit is so fucking wild. But music saves my life, Daniel. I don't know what to tell you. And it really helps me process all the loss that's happened due to the immigration shit in my life. Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah. Cool. No, I appreciate it. I think we're about out of time, but do you have any shows coming up you want to plug or anything?
You see that bitch over there with the sunglasses sitting next to Daniel? His name's William. Lift your hand, bitch. Yeah. I have a show with him tomorrow at Empty Bottle. What you got?
I think the 27th, another Freedom from Freedom 2. Yes.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I think I can't remember anything else. It's all a blur.
Yeah. I'm leaving town soon.
This one won't be at Elastic. It'll be University of Chicago.
Yeah, Halstead. Something.
Yeah.
Google it or Instagram it. She's really good at promoting it. You'll see it. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Yeah. Thanks for coming out, everyone. Yeah. Hell yeah.